JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, two influential Jamaicans in the US say they have info linking local politicians to corruption and fraud. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items. Two Jamaicans who have years of experience working in United States intelligence and law enforcement agencies are alleging that they have information linking prominent local officials to corruption and fraud, but say nothing will come of it if names are called. The two, Wilfred Rattigan, a former FBI agent who served across the world from 1987 to 2017 in several capacities in the Bureau's counterintelligence, counterterrorism, and intelligence divisions, and Herb Nelson, who spent 24 years in the U.S. military and more than 15 years in the U.S. intelligence community, are influential members of the Jamaican diaspora community. They have made the allegation during a virtual panel discussion on December 5, exploring how the diaspora can assist in solving Jamaica's crime problem. Myself and Special Agent Wilfred Rattigan have done some programs where we speak about corruption, money laundering, and other issues that point directly to certain individuals high up in Parliament, said Nelson. No, we did everything except call names. What we're afraid of is something like the other people on this forum have said. We are beating our heads against a brick wall. Because if we present evidence that people are corrupt, then where is it going to go? Who's going to do something about it in Parliament? If it's given to the opposition, and they're afraid to use it against the government, where do you go in an instance like that, where you have definitive proof, and nobody wants to touch it? Nelson asked. According to Rattigan, the money trail for much of the funds siphoned off from public entities in the island leads overseas. He further said members of the diaspora are able to help locate those monies. If you think about all the monies that have been stolen over the past several years and how they could support programs in Jamaica, some of the things we are talking about in terms of financing, we would need to do that. But I submit to you that most of those funds are overseas. There are members on this panel who are experts in tracking those funds. So if there is a need to track and trace those funds, the expertise is here, Rattigan told the forum. Addressing the forum, National Integrity Action Principal Director Professor Trevor Monroe referenced scientific evidence which backed the sentiments of the panelists. I refer to a survey done in 2017 of youngsters between the ages of 10 and 19 across Jamaica, and they were very clear on what is right and what is wrong, Monroe said. Some of the questions about what is corruption, 80% of them got it right. But when it came to questions of what would you do in relation to corruption, much smaller numbers. And one of the main reasons is, not going to happen if we report it, he said. According to Monroe, the youngsters held that view because of what they had seen. The watchdog group head emphasized that the corrupt should be dealt with so that their freedom does not set an example to youngsters that they, too, can do it and get away with it. Noting that socialization and parenting support programs have to continue, he said. Alongside that, we need to sustain the campaign until we put some of the corrupt in high places behind bars. And in that context, I want to make a suggestion that, out of this conversation, a team from the diaspora appears before the Parliament with their concrete suggestions as to how the diaspora can help. Some who have integrity will give support, Monroe said. Earlier, he had lamented that the record for successful prosecution of errant public figures has been poor. The last time a minister went to jail in Jamaica was 30 years ago. The minister may resign or may be reshuffled. We need to strengthen the professionals, the prosecutors, the judges to ensure that when cases are brought, you don't get 6 years of hearing. And at the end of the day, the judge says no case to answer, Monroe contended. We need to strengthen the legislative framework, put them in jail when the evidence justifies it, and not have them resign and ride off into the sunset. And there's an important role for the diaspora to play in that regard, he added. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.